Continuing with the Bhagavad Gita. So just remember, my interpretation or my take, Lord Krishna represents pure consciousness, infinite, formless, irreducible, fundamental source of all experience, synchronicity, correlation, infinite creativity, insight, intuition, imagination. And Arjuna represents the conditioned mind. The battlefield is Kurukshetra, the battlefield of good versus evil, but actually in the background is something else. Beyond Kurukshetra is the Kshetragya of consciousness, Dharma Kshetra, and even beyond that, the ultimate Kshetra. There is no conflict because it transcends all opposites. So that which we call evil is not an enemy, it's just a collective shadow. And you do not vanquish evil through violence, because ahimsa, peace consciousness is at your core of being, and that creates peace wherever you go. Okay, so the so-called evil people in this Kurukshetra battle are our own demons and our own shadows that can only be vanquished through the practice of yoga. That's why living in the light, yoga for self-realization. And I will continue commentaries on the 8 limbs of yoga as well, as time allows, knowing, of course, there's no time. With tranquility of mind, all sorrows come to an end. With tranquility of mind, all sorrows come to an end. The intellect of a person who has peace of mind allows such a person to become fully established in the divine mind. If there is total peace at the moment of death, freed from grasping or clinging or from ego identification, one attains divine realization. One attains divine realization. One realizes that the divine is you. Man does not attain freedom from the binding effects of action or by abstaining from work, nor does he, by mere renunciation of action, attain perfection. Surely none can remain inactive for a moment. Everyone is helplessly driven to action by nature-born qualities. Everyone is driven to action. He or she who outwardly restraining the organs of action sits mentally dwelling on the objects of the senses as one's own perceptions, that person of deluded mind is called a hypocrite. That's why I have maintained that self-righteous morality is the domain of cunning hypocrisy. But she excels, O Arjuna, who detached from grasping or clinging, directs the organs of action to the work at hand in the present moment, doing what needs to be done, leaving the results to the divine unknown. Therefore, always engage in dharmic action, action that supports your dharma. Action is superior to inaction. Desisting from action, you cannot even maintain your body. You have to eat. But remember, the body and the food are both perceptual activities of the self. Established in being, perform action. Only the ignorant, deluded by the ego, think, I am the doer. I am the doer. Surrender all actions to the absolute. Let your mind remain established on the absolute, the self of all. Stay independent of hope, attachment, anguish, and despair. in this state of awareness, act. This kind of action liberates one from the bondage of action, which is called karma. So I will continue these dialogues, these sutras, because I'm getting good feedback from you that they're useful. And I will also explain the 8 limbs of yoga as understood in or explained in my book, somewhere there, Living in the Light, Yoga for Self Realization. Thank you.